Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz, WELDERFABBER. And in this chapter today you're going to see the hopper finished off and loaded back down to Wales. And the feed conveyor. And me and Callum both take a trip down to site to do a load of repairs within the screen box itself. Now then, the machine, the S190, has done 10,000 hours. And whilst we've had the feed conveyor and the hopper in the workshop for a bit of a rebuild, they've done a full inspection with inside the box, power washed it all off. They have got a really good service crew down there, and noticed a load of cracks with inside the screen box itself. Now then, you will have seen me in the past, if you've followed me over the years, repair screen boxes left, right and centre up at Bake-Up and other quarries. And you do know that they do get cracks within screen boxes. So at 10,000 hours, the boys are doing really well to get that amount of hours. I've seen them snapping off at 5,000 hours. So that just tells you that they've got a good crew down there looking after the tackle. But the weather was absolutely torrential. I was going to use a stick welder, but we decided to pull the MIGs out and cover them up. But yeah, director, let's play the footage. New day, and the birthday boy's back in. Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, it was nice. Went to Sea Life Centre with Little, so it was good.
Sea Life Centre with Little. I remember those days taking my daughter to Sea Life Centre.
Rubbish.
Yeah. You don't like it?
No, I went to a different one, it was miles better that way.
Is it?
But right impressed.
Yeah. So Cal's on with finishing this little chute hopper off, putting the skirting rubber back on. And then we're going to paint it this afternoon. Just paint the burr steel on the outside this afternoon. Now then on Monday, it's Friday today, Monday you're going to go on site because this particular machine, the S190, it's split inside the screen box. Yeah, there's a lot of cracks inside the screen box, so Callum can go to site on Monday. Tuesday I've got to go over to Lincolnshire to DMJ. Got a meeting with DMJ. Also we're going to take the engine over that I found for the track dumper. I think it's a track dumper anyway, I'm sure. But and Sam's in, he had his first day at college yesterday. Let's just have a chat with Sam. Come in with his new 3M head mask. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good, proper.
Good. Right, so tell us about your first day at college.
Yeah, so went to college, told the instructor I was coded and that, and then he asked me to do a few runs, so I did a few runs. It was all right with him, so I just spent the day doing V-butt welds really.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, what other kids like?
Shocking to say the least.
Well, them other kids are what most kids are like. Yeah. So, I mean, I was the same when I first went to college. I'd been doing it a long time before I went to college. And it was like, what am I actually doing this for when it's so easy? Yeah. But you've got to take it, understand that there's kids going there that have never ever touched a welder before. Do you know what I mean? So basically, what you want to try and do is help them along the way and try and make some friends at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But Sam said to me on Wednesday, he said, Baz, I'll come in tomorrow if you want. I don't want to go to college. So, but you'll eventually like it. Do you know what I mean? I know it's like, I know you like being at work doing what you do, but eventually you'll like it and make some friends along the way. So he's just on with putting some lifting eyes on here now for this little frame, which carries a magnet for Howard Stott. And then they're going to finish this little muncher because that's going out on Tuesday next week. As they've been building the T-foot, there's a bit more work to do on that yet. Get them all level and flush, which Callum will jump on with him shortly. So I'm now going to go over to Arvin's to pick up the machine part that is made for the doors of the 736. That me and Callum are actually going to go to Scotland next week. Wednesday next week we're going to Scotland And then we'll, whilst we're in Scotland, I might have a visit over to Eurofab. So I'm going to ring Derek up and see if we can go and see them guys at Eurofab whilst we're there, if we get time, that is. Because I think Will wants us to change some segments on the 736, so that'll take a bit more time, changing the sprocket segments on the drive. But we'll see if Steve Woods have got any in stock before we go. Alright Cal, I'm going to go over to Arvin's and pick this part up for the dozer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Alright, see you in a bit. Let's go and see Arvin. We've just arrived at Arvin's and here is the little fella. Look at him. Little legend is, and look at this here now. Look at this. So, what I got sent down from Scotland was that little piece of cardboard with this and 4 bolts, and this is the result. Alright, so look at that. It's hard to explain how good he is, isn't it?
Oh,
it's hard to explain how good you are.
all engineers.
Look at it. Beautiful.
It's flawed.
We've got a nice little chamfer underneath there for when we do the welding on site. Nice little prep. We'll put a bit of preheat into it before we do the welding. And then the cap, we've got a new one of these going on when we go up there. Fire them bolts in, son. There's one of them. Oh. Lined up. Beautiful. So on a normal machine, well, should I say a normal machine, this is a Libra 736, which is an excellent dozer, don't get me wrong. But on a cat dozer, you would have shims here. You normally have shims in there, and when the ball gets worn, you take a shim out, and then that'll close it up and tighten it up on the ball. Whereas on the Libra, it doesn't have the shims for some reason. So I can only presume it comes like that from factory, and there's no grease nipple on it. There's no grease nipple anywhere on it for it to get grease. And the only reason I can think of for that is if you was to get grease on that ball, it'd probably wear it down more, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like paste, wear the ball down.
Must be for a reason.
Yeah, it must be for a reason. So we're going to. It's good that, Arvin. You must admit that's good. Huh?
Any engineers can do that.
Any engineer can do that, he says. I don't think so. But AJS Engineering at Bolton, the old Lowthorpe works. I'll put a link in the description, yeah. Well, my work comes before your work if you want to go and use him, yeah. Right, I'll get this back to the workshop. Just got back to the shop, just pricing some jobs for Wingnut Utility Services, I think they're called, up in Leyland. They want some aluminium shells in like back of a crew cab pickup. So I think that is a job that we'll be cracking on with next week. I know I'm just having some painting done at workshop, something that I've said I'd never do. But I'm just doing it for you, Gareth, at Jones Brothers. And we've just got some overalls, some new overalls coming for the boys. We've got some for 28 now. And we use Port West overalls. For those guys that keep asking me what overalls we use. So yeah, painting in the workshop. It's a big no-no. But I'm just doing a one-off, yeah? So I'll have to cover the plasma table up. Basically cover everything up. So we're getting the feed conveyor painted black over there, and we're getting the hopper chute painted there now. Then that green, that McCluskey green, I think it's a John Deere green. And Cal's doing a bit of building up there on the hard facing on the muncher for Howard's start. Now me and Callum are going down to site in Wales on Monday to do some work on the S190. They found a load of cracks and a few bits of other jobs that need doing. So that's for Jones Brothers again, Gareth. And he's asked me for a load of hats, so I'll bring you a few hats down, son. New day, Monday the 30th of September. We've just pulled up at Limb Services, 5:30 AM, and we're on our way down to Horseshoe Pass in Wales on a quarry, Jones Brothers, and the weather is absolutely torrential. So there is a yellow weather warning all day on site today, and there's quite a bit of welding to do. So the boys have run me, he said, do I want to cancel? But we ain't cancelling now, we're on the road. We'll just persevere and get done whatever we can get done. A little bit of rain won't stop us, but it will stop us using the MIG. So we don't pull the inverters out in the rain. So that'll leave all the welding down to the Shindawa on the stick leads. So depending on how much welding there is, I mean there is a canopy that we carry in, it's in Callum's van, and anything that we can put underneath the canopy, then possibly if we can get it in a corner somewhere away from the wind, possibly we can put stuff under the canopy and do welding. Like if we were doing a bucket repair and the weather was to hit us, we get the canopy out, and it's like a gazebo that we put up around us, and put the bucket within the gazebo, and we'll just crack on with the MIGs, no problem. I mean you can switch over to flux, but you need a suitcase feeder to be doing that in the weather like this. You don't want to really put the inverter out in the rain, you need to keep it covered up. It's just a road that you don't want to go down. So yeah, bit of a wet one, but going on to the quarries, that's where I love to be. I'm not bothered about a bit of rain, Callum's not bothered about a bit of rain, and I think that's where we belong, on the quarries in the muck. You know what I mean? I mean we're trying to build this business, WELDERFABBER, and I want to be more on the plant side, so we'll get down there, get stuck in, no morning, and get the job done. So we're just going to get a quick brew before we go, although I think I'll have a Hawley. I'm not having a brew. I'll have a Hawley. Oh, that's a good one actually as well. That's a new one. So yeah, there'll be a couple of you guys that know Horseshoe Pass and know what the weather's like there, so we'll see what it's like when we get there. Here we are at Horseshoe Pass. Just going down into the quarry. Picked a belt in there for it, haven't we? So we've just signed in, done the induction, everything you need to do. And now we'll go and take a look at all the work that is required. So this is a quarry producing similar material as of our Bay Cut quarry. and the CMP quarry at Wales. Foxes, should I say, not ours. I'm just following the boys down. There's the screener behind the loader there. Transport is in the workshop for the hopper and the conveyor, so that will be back down here in a couple of hours. Find a good spot now, a good dry spot. Well, there she is, the S190. Well, before we go and look at the machine, got all the wet gear on, butt boots, and they are that. So I've just been through all the jobs that need doing with got blue in position. So I'll go through the jobs with you guys. Rain's just eased up a little bit. So the majority of the work is within the screen box inside. Cal's probably just got stuck. Whoa, whoa, stay there. I'll do there. You might need to pull out there, lad. Right, so they've marked all the areas within the box that need doing. But if you look at the camera up there, you see above that plate there, you can see the crack within the box itself. There's several of them kicking about. Like you've got a chalk line mark there. Crack right through. So there's about 15 cracks altogether, going right through the members, right through the side of the box. That we'll have to like drill a little hole at the end of the crack, gouge it right out, but really you want a 3 to 4 milli gap all the way through the crack and then weld it up. So it's going to be a stick welding day today. MMA, manual metal arc. So we'll run the 7016 3.25 rods. We've also got this to replate. So this is a head drum guard. We've got to replace that angle iron there. We've got to put a new one on this side here. The guys want us to make a load of new ones of these out of some heavy duty either aluminium or steel as it goes over this conveyor, and when they change the screen decks they stand on top of it and you see how it's bending. So they want me to fabricate some new ones back in the workshop out of some heavy material. Now then, what we could do is actually make them out of steel and put like a little lifting eye on, and if you're going to take it off, just lift it off with a chain. So there's a bit of weight in it, whereas at the moment you can just handball them dead easy because they're aluminium. Bearings need changing, but these guys are doing that. That's worn right through there. Can you see that? That shouldn't be there, that. So we'll plate over that. So I don't know how much I can get on camera this because I'm not too sure about the GoPros for the weather. But we'll try and set something up inside the screen box and get as much on cam for you guys as we can. Look who's just turned up here now. T-Cab! I better wobble on them, bud.
Always got to wobble on with these trailers.
Proper driver here, lads. Proper driver. How's it going?
Hi, how are you? You still getting dirty?
Fancy seeing you here.
You still getting dirty?
I know, yeah. Is it still clean in here? Look at that. That's what we like to see. You alright, bud?
Yeah.
Flagship. Anyway, back to work. Okay, so now we've got a good percentage of the fracks ground out. Before we weld each one, put a little bit of heat on it. So the rain, it's raining really badly outside, but we've got the top conveyor covering us at the moment, so we're not too bad inside, so we're using the MIG. So far so good. I've just had a call off our Dan, and he's going to do the first cut on the plasma table, really. The first big sheet of end plates for structural steel. So whilst we're doing this, direct to play that footage of that plate being cut out. Be interesting to see, because I won't have seen it till I watch this video. Alright, Cal?
Yeah, carry on there.
My number one.
We'll get in there.
Alright, director, how we doing? Plasma's on. Have you seen it down there? These are the profiles that we're currently putting through it. I don't know if you can see them. But it reckons there's about an hour and a half to 2 hours cutting. There's a few of these that are 6mm, so we're going to have to change the sheet, but the bulk of them are all 10. I've just actually printed the drawing off for the assembly drawing. Is that it there, Andy?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so yeah, so we're doing basically we're cutting all these end plates for all these different beams, angle irons, little thin plates. Should we go down and have a look? As you can see, it's an absolute perfect cut for a plasma, I think. We did put fresh consumables in it before we started on this one, so that we could check how long they last and get a bit of an idea as to whether or not we will be putting lots of different ones in over time. I don't really know how we actually managed without one of these directors, to be fair. They're a proper tool. All the little orange dots on here are all the bits that are already cut. So we're just getting on to about a third of the way through the plate. I'm not sure what the cutting time's been up to now. So we've been cutting to there for 28 minutes. We started at 9:46 and we've got 39 minutes remaining to finish this job off. So It's definitely going to save us a few quid, I think, in the long run. We're still going to use lasers for certain things like these tread plates down here. I don't know if you can see them directed. They've been done by Summit Engineering on the laser. We've just counted some of them, and they're going to be going for painting on powder coating too. So I think you should be setting some kind of time lapse up director or whatever it is you do with that camera, and can film the rest of the cooking. Job's a good one. So that welder's gone all the way through that plate, touching the outer box. Same with the other welds that we've done. So basically a full pen butt weld. Now we've got some more awkward positions to do around the tubes at the top. It's just finding them. It's like you're in a web trying to find the insect. This is what we love though, this is what we love. Deep down in the muck. 3-deck screen box this, 10,000 hours. You know that though? Biggie here, Cal.
Yeah.
Take a bit more out of this side.
I'll build this side up and then we're going to build that back side out.
Build that side up first. Work our way down the box. So I've just climbed out the machine and the hopper's landed on the cassette conveyor. That box section there that's bent, that will be taken out once this is fitted in the machine. But in the truck, Roberts Brothers Limited is one of our #1 subscribers. He's been dying to meet me. He went to the workshop this morning to pick this lot up, set off at 5 o'clock, and obviously I've come to site and he's here in truckies, little lad. How you doing, Jack? You alright, bud? Don't get camera shy now. Yeah? Open this door.
What's his name, Dad?
I mean, how long have you been watching the channel? For a long time?
Yeah.
That long? Yeah? Are you my #1 fan? Give me a knuckle butty. Go on, give me another one. Oh boy. What time were you up this morning? 4 o'clock? Around 4 o'clock? 2 o'clock? You out with your daddy today?
I was sleeping early.
You sleeping in the lorry?
Yeah.
Was you?
Yeah.
You like going out in wagon? Like it in the truck?
Ask him who he works for.
Who do you work for?
Roberts.
Yeah?
Roberts Brothers.
Roberts Brothers? Oh boy. Are you going to be a truck driver or a welder when you get older? Welder. Yeah? Anyway, we'll keep him in cab because he's not allowed out on Quarry. What a little cute little dude he is though, aren't you? Yeah? So you will now see yourself on YouTube in a couple of weeks' time, son. Alright? Look at that. Love these Shindowers. Okay, so the majority of the welding's done within the screen box now. We've got this little guard, head drum guard that's worn out here. So we've got this bit of Hardox material that we're going to use to line it on the inside. We've also got this bracket I'm going to straighten up now. Let's get some heat on this and straighten this up. Maybe brace it up a little bit. And set the other, as you can see, the other side's broken off there, which is still on the conveyor here. So we'll take that off, weld that back on to that, and then plate that up and strengthen it up a little bit. And then we're not far off done. So I'll cut this up with gas now. I should have brought the plasma with me this morning really, but I forgot. So we'll use the gas. Harris torch. Brilliant torch if you're looking for a gas torch. I would highly recommend these. You won't get a smoother cut with the gas than with one of these. And as you can see there, I've got my quick release, quick connect on it. So the rain keeps hitting us, yeah, so we just put the gazebo up. Keep the warriors covered up at all times. We've now got that Hardox plate sat in there. Cal's just stick welding it in. That don't need to be fully welded, Cal, up front there. Sticks down if you want. Just that joint fully welded, yeah. So that joint needs to be fully welded right across there, where his knees are. So the boys have brought us a cross conveyor over that needs an angle welded on it. So let's go and take a look at that. I think we'll be putting that under the gazebo as well. So this is a little cross conveyor that goes to the auxiliary conveyor, doesn't it, this? Yeah. Yeah. And we've got the angle iron worn here, can you see? And worn through. So we'll replace this angle iron. The boys have got a piece of 100 by 100 by 10 angle on the trailer, so we'll cut that down to this size, 50 by 40, something like that. And I forgot the plasma. Always bring the plasma, because we're cutting that with the gas now. It's going to bend, it's going to bore pretty bad. Cutting a piece of 100 by 100 by 10. If you had the plasma, it would cut it dead easy and keep it straighter. And it'd been a lot easier cutting that plate as well. What are you saying?
Well, keeping you busy, aren't we?
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Lovely day up here.
Huh? You like this all the time?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. I actually love it in this weather, but not all the time, but every now and again's alright.
Yeah.
How much ton's gone out today?
In the region of about 1,000 tonne, I think.
1,000 tonne today?
Yeah.
So, it's a quarry, isn't it?
1,000 tonne in, I think.
1,000 tonne come back in as well.
Yeah.
So they tip and take out, like, basically same as bake up quarry. Good size. I'm pretty sure we're going to be back down here a lot more. What do you reckon?
I'd say so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Plenty of work for us, man. I reckon Cal will need a little tug out of there. Not many people like working it here, but I love it. We just cut the inner race of this bearing off before we gas. That is your auxiliary conveyor for the people that don't know much about screeners. So you could have bought this screener, this S190, without that conveyor on it. Like an add-on, if you will. Alright guys, 4 o'clock, job done. We finished the little conveyor there, and the heavens have opened. I mean, it's not really stopped all day, has it?
No, it's traditional Welsh weather.
Oh, and I've changed my tone a little bit. I'm starving, I'm knackered, and I'm soaked to the bone. Yeah. I'm soaked to the bone.
It's a man's game, Baz.
What's cracking with your overalls on this one?
Does a bit every now and again, doesn't he?
Just now and again.
Yeah.
Huh? I'll have to get you some of the overalls, Cal. Saying that, I don't really do much. Oh, God. Right, boys, been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'm sure
we'll have you again soon.
Yeah, I'm sure
hopefully.
we'll be back down soon. And we'll get some tea out way home, Carl. What do you reckon?
Yeah, the tea's on you though.
You bought brekkie. You bought brekkie. So, right, boys, overalls off, and we'll see you again. Right, mate. Oosh. In fact, before I take my overalls off, we might as well wrap this chapter up here and now. Please like, subscribe, and share, like you always say. Cheers, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.